As time has unfolded me, it has revealed to me life's nothing less than sublime. With every thought I make, every last breath I take, may I be gracious and kind. Love, I invite you to open up this heart of mine. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love, cover me.
Love, cover me.
Love, cover me.
Love, cover me.
Kindness wash over me. Make me a symphony. Play every note you can find. Make me reverberate, gently deactivate, slowly flow out of my mind. Find me a melody, dance and let my anthem be. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love, cover me.
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 Love, cover me. I will not be shaken. I will not be moved. Love, cover me. May my heart awaken. Tenderness be proved. Love, cover me.
Love, cover me.
Love, cover me.
Love,
all right, this is
cover
your part. It's
me.
really easy. It's one word. It goes like this.
Love, 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 love.
That's it. It's really simple. Sing that with us.
Love, 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 love.
All right, we'll come back to that in just a minute. Love, I invite you to open up this heart of mine. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love, cover me.
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 All right, let's sing it again. Just the word love. Here we go.
Love, 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 love.
Yeah, let's just fill up the whole room with it.
Love, 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 love.
Love, love, love.
You know, I also forgot to mention that Gary won the Posy Award for that song. Did he not?
Nominated. I didn't win.
Nominated. You should win. Okay, he was nominated for that, but it's such a beautiful song.
You could say I won it though.
In our hearts, you already won. So there you go.
All right, so we're going to take it up a notch now. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to give you another little singing part. Actually, it's just a chant you're going to say. Repeat after me. I've got the power.
I've got the power.
You've got the power.
You've got the power.
We've got the power.
We've got the power.
Jay, right here. 1, 2, 3, and. Here we go.
I've got the power. You've got the power. We've got the power. I've got the power. You've got the power. We've got the power.
There you go.
I've got the power. You've got the power. We've got the power.
Here we go.
I've got the power. You've got the power. We've got the power.
Hey, whoa, hey, yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Living my life like it's golden. Taking my freedom, putting it on the shelf, putting it on my chain. I'm wearing it around my neck. I'm taking my freedom. I'm putting it in my car, wherever I choose to go. It will take me far, 'cause I'm living my life like it's golden.
Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Golden. Living my life like it's 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 golden. Golden.
Taking my own freedom, putting it in my soul, singing loud and strong all day long. I am taking my freedom, and I'm putting it in my stroll. I'll be high stepping, honey, everywhere I go, because I'm
Living my life like it's golden. 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 Golden. Living my life like it's 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 golden.
I'm
Golden.
holding on to my freedom. You can't take it from me. I was born into it. It comes naturally. I'm stunning my freedom with the God in me, representing God's glory. Oh, He's proud of me. I'm
Living my life like it's golden. 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 Golden. Living my life like it's 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 golden. My life like it's golden. Golden.
living my life like it's golden, golden,
Golden. Golden. Golden.
living
My life like it's golden. 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 Golden.
Take it, Bobby. I got the power, you got
The power, we've got the power. I've got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power.
Yes, we do.
I've got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power. I've got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power.
Living my life
Like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, golden, living my life like it's 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 golden, golden.
Okay. I can't wait for you to hear this. I've been
I
asking
can't
Michael
either.
for years to do this song, and we're going to do it right here, right now.
I've paid my dues time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my share of sand kicked in my face, but I've come through. We are the champions, my friend. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. I've taken my clothes, and brought me fame and fortune. Oops, sorry. He brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it. I thank you all, but it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge before the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose. We are the champions, my friend, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions. We are the champions, my friend. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. Yeah!
Okay then. On that note, put your phones away. Let's get busy
Well,
with the
actually, extinguish your marijuana cigarettes at this point. Just turn your phones off and put your doobies out. It's time to go. All right, let's go.
Here we go.
All right, everybody, come on.
Woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Walking and talking with my mind set on spirit. Walking and talking with my mind set on spirit. Walking and talking with my mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
How are you?
mind. Set on spirit, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah,
Oh, you guys are on fire. Woo! I felt like we were at Coachella there for a minute. You know, you're going to be coming up here to the stage and just, you know. Oh, wow. Well, good morning, CSL Palm Desert. How are you? I don't even need to ask. I know. Was that good?
I know.
Woo, we just got
I think you are the
them.
champion, sort of like
Yes,
kicked it off.
Yeah, definitely. Michael, that was beautiful.
Take that to your Baptist churches.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Lord.
So just want you to know that starting this Wednesday, Reverend Rebecca will be doing Soul Sisters at Wednesday at 10 a.m. And they're going back to our original format, which was a book study. And they're going to go back to the first book that we ever did, which was 12 Steps to Forgiveness by Paul Farini. We sold like 200 books in that thing. I mean, people were just buying that book for everybody. It's a fabulous
wait,
book.
pause. You know, every class I've ever taught, every curriculum that I've ever taught, always has a component or a chapter on forgiveness. So if you don't have anything to do Wednesday, and if you're harboring some resentment or something you need to get through because it's owning you, women, this is a wonderful opportunity to get together and have a discussion about it. Because every book has a chapter in there. And I think that's a reason why, is because we're supposed to really exercise that. So,
Absolutely.
you know,
Anyway, Thursday night too.
days are numbered, honey. Days are numbered.
Oh, don't I know? Okay, and then Tuesday, June 18th, from 9:30 to 12:30, Dale will be doing a shortcut to a miracle. And so this is a great curriculum. This is written by two ministers, religious science ministers, and don't we all want a shortcut to a miracle? Yes. So please join Dale for that class, and it is not an accredited class. And then today, our own Brad. Brad is going to be doing our Power Talk. And isn't that a nice addition to the service? So Brad will be coming up for that. And yes. Or going away, I don't know. Anyway.
He's got a little paper bag back there.
All right. And oh, it's just such a good day.
All right, what am I doing?
I don't know.
Oh, Gary. Oh, come on, Gary. Everybody. Gary Floyd, one of our favorite artists, returns again back to the desert. He travels the world. I know he travels the world and sings songs at centers all over. He just was awarded an award.
No, I didn't win that one.
But you were nominated. You were nominated.
Posey Award.
Look, it's an honor just to be nominated.
Yeah, it's
Well, we'll honor him. Everybody, welcome Gary Floyd, everybody.
This is the start of something new. I think it's coming into view. Don't ask me how, but I can see it clearly now. Leaving my footprints in the sand. Too soon to tell where I may land. Now I know why. I can bear anyhow. I can hear it. Destiny is calling me to get into the rhythm. Let it carry me away. Dance, find triumph in the tragedy. On my quest for answers, I won't rest until I say, now that hope is intervening, there is music in the meaning. Maybe you think there's nothing more, like you have seen it all before. You've lost the thrill. What happened to your will? Whether it's something to achieve or just somebody to believe in, all you need's a little respite from the suffering. Can you hear it? Destiny is calling you to get into the rhythm. Let it carry you away. Dance, find triumph in the tragedy. On this quest for answers, do not rest until you say, now that hope is intervening. Music in the meaning, now that hope is intervening. There is music in the meaning. Can you hear it? Destiny is calling you to get into the rhythm. Let it carry you away. Dance, find triumph in the tragedy. On this quest for answers, do not rest until you say, now that hope is intervening. Music in the meaning. Get into the rhythm, let it carry you away. Dance, find triumph in the tragedy. On this quest for answers, do not rest until you say, now that hope is intervening. There is music in the meaning.
Gary Floyd, everybody. Just take a seat, Gary, really. It's okay. There's no more left out here anyway. If there's a seat by you, please raise your hand so that the ushers know we got a couple seats open. So, Scott, take a look around after meditation. So, thank you. We've introduced, the Power Talk is back, and we've introduced it using ministerial students and recent ministerial graduates. So those people that you're going to hear every Sunday doing these little Power Talks are going to be people who are either going into ministry or people that just became ministers. And so I'm really excited to hear them because I want you to hear their voice. They're going to be pillars in our community. They're part of the foundation of our ministry here, and I want you to hear their voice just besides just doing a prayer. So let's welcome Brad, everybody. He's one of our ministerial students.
Good morning. Now? I'm on now? So a beggar was outside of a Hindu temple, and the beggar had his hand out. And a couple days after a while, someone walked up to the temple and said, can I ask you a question? You usually have one hand out, and today you have two hands out. Can I ask you how come? And he said, well, business was booming. I needed to open a second location. So when I got the memo, we all got the memo, that we get to do a 45-minute talk and picked Oh, 4 to 5 minutes. That was great. I didn't even ask her to do that. That was awesome. A 4 to 5 minute talk. What kind of ministerial training trains a minister to talk for 5 minutes? But let's do what we can. So when I did my own prayer work and my own inner work to figure out what topic I wanted to share on, Cheryl did an awesome job last week on forgiveness. Amazing. Dr. Joe's talking today on empowerment, which I can't pass that. I can't do better than that. So I listened to myself of like, what's really up for me with regards to this teaching? And for me, it's my spiritual practice. So let's start our work today with an affirmation. I'd like you to repeat after me. I'm a very valuable and worthwhile person. How many people have heard that before? All right. And we heard it when? Last week, at the very beginning of the service. And why would I repeat something that was already said last week? Because that's how we take this teaching and get it in us. To deepen it, to have it grow, to have it be very present, to repeat the amazingness that we get to hear every Sunday and bring it here. I love the phrase that says, you can do it with me, there's one life, that life has got, hold on, we're going to tweak a little bit. What do you believe God is? We get it's one life, but it's also everything, more than we can possibly imagine. We hear it on Sundays all the time. We've heard it in our classes. The infiniteness of peace, the infiniteness of abundance, the infiniteness of love, and way more than that is what God is. So just for today, I'd like to tweak it a bit. So please repeat after me. All that God is in me. All that God is in me. And through a spiritual practice, we can remind ourselves of that all the time. So a most powerful experience for me that really helped me, I had moved to another state to be with my family, be with my son, and getting my life started and everything, and I'd just gotten a raise, somebody I used to work with, just gotten a raise and more responsibilities and was loving it, and my mom went in the hospital and life needed to change. So in 28 days, I moved from one state to another. Now the key point is that I just did it, but I know my prayer work moving up to that made all the finances flow easily. From someone just paying for my moving truck, to my landlord let me out a few days early, to everything unfolding the way it's supposed to, from leaving my job instead of a 2-week notice with a 2-day notice, and they were fine, because of my practice involved in there, of reminding myself of all that God is in me. One more time. All that God is in me. And that's what we do. I don't need to remind us of all the different ways we can practice this philosophy. We have the YouTube thing. Now, how many people are here? A few hundred? Last night at 9 o'clock, there was 128 views on YouTube. So I think next time you go there, you say, you know what? I need to make it 129. And the next time you look, you say, I need to make it 135. So let's see if we can get to 300. For you and for us. Not just for the community. A lot of you have really thanked me and appreciated my prayers when I come up here, because I'm pretty clear and deliberate when I do my prayer. I get that I'm doing the prayer for the service, but I've got to do it for me. Because basically, I've often shared religious science is kind of a selfless faith. You have to do it for you. So when I'm up here praying, or I'm praying with you, it's coming from a place of knowing the truth that is clear. So this amazingness music and the amazing message through Dr. Joe is in me and lives in me and is present in me and grounded in me all the time. And if you'd like to join me in that belief, that'd be awesome. So that's why I practice. That's why I encourage us to practice. What's the phrase? One more time. All that God is in me. And by practice, whatever that looks like for you can help you when you have that business meeting Tuesday morning and you're kind of nervous about it. I breathe and say, all that God is in me. And when we have an argument with our spouse on Thursday evening, it's like, jeez, at least one of you can say, let's breathe and say, All that God is me. And when that loved one gets sick, we can say, all that God is in me. I love Dr. Joe put it out in our prayer earlier this morning with the staff and everything, to realize that some people came here not all uppity and happy, and probably didn't even laugh at any of the jokes that have been said so far, because they're just really hurting. So let's know for them. So if you came here in pain or challenge, I invite you to close your eyes and join us in our belief as we say, all that God is in me. I thank you for your listening. Namaste.
Good job, buddy. Ministers in the making. I like that. Let's repeat our mission statement. Let's go together. We are a dynamic, open, and positive faith community that accepts all religions. Our mission is to awaken you to your divine nature, empowering you to create the life of your dreams. We are changing lives one heart at a time. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Let's take another deep breath in. Settle into your chair. We are changing lives one heart at a time. It's up to us to look into our own heart to see what needs to be refined and forgiven, how we can center ourselves in this divine energy and allow our lives to change and be a reflection of that positive change. And then to take that change out into the world and live it. We don't need to preach it. We just need to live it by example. So let's open up to that possibility. We can change the world one heart at a time. And we can change the world one heart at a time. I see you, I know you, you're a part of me. We can change the world one heart at a time. And we can change the world one heart at a time.
Centers for Spiritual Living. Centers for Spiritual Living, Palm Desert. Love Streamers, near and far and in between. I invite us to make welcome the power of Spirit's presence in this house. I invite us to make welcome the power of Spirit's presence in our lives, in our hearts, and in our souls. And I invite us to make welcome the power of Spirit's presence in this very prayer. Spirit is the first breath, and the next breath, and the last breath, as one with the breath of light eternal. Spirit is the power of the seed and the soil and the plant, and of the bud of the rose, and of the blossom of the rose, and of the falling of the petals of that rose as one. And Spirit is the essence of that rose that lives long after the physical presence of that rose in its fragrance and its essence and in our memory. Spirit is the power of love which heals and forgives and makes whole.
Spirit is the power of light which guides us through the darkest of times. And Spirit is the faith that unites heaven as one with earth. As I am one with Spirit, I am one with all of the creative powers of this universe to create my life in, as, and through me, exactly as I choose it to be. And I know this to be the truth for each and every person here. I affirm, I acclaim, I accept Spirit's presence in all areas of my life, in relationship, in abundance, in expression, in creativity, in my religious work. And as I am one, I know that Spirit allows to flow through me the bounties of heaven as so on earth. Knowing that my attitude and my gratitude lead me to a higher altitude, I am in a ceaseless prayer of thanksgiving. And in knowing that prayer once begun, it is already done, I release these words into the law, and I invite you, if something resonated with you, if you feel so inclined, to say with me, and so it is.
So get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, get ready, my soul. Please join me. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul. Let's take a deep breath in. And as we exhale out, keep your eyes closed for just a few moments, and I want you to imagine yourself going on a journey around the world and meeting people from different cultures, different religions, people of a different skin color, sexual orientation, whatever it is. Look at the diversity of the world and be a participant in it in this exercise. So as we sing this song, I want you to imagine in your mind, if you would please, looking into their eyes and just singing this song to them and recognizing the divinity and the God in them. So please join me. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love now. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are the face of God. Switch people, switch countries. Look in their eyes, sing to them. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face. This one may be a little bit more difficult. Look into the eyes of someone you're having a disagreement with. You are the face of love. Look at them in the eye. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. Say it like you mean it. You are the face of God. There you go. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are the face of love.
I am who I am, that is that. I am who I am, that is that. I am who I am, that is that. I am who I am, thank God I am who I am, that is that. I am who I am, that is that. I am who I am, that is that. I am who I am, thank God I am who I am, that is that. I am who I am, that is that. You are who I am, you imagine that. There is one God, that's a fact. I am who I am, that is that. I am who you are, looking back. You are who I am, can you imagine that? There is one God, that's a fact.
I am who I am, that is that. I am who I am, that is that. I am who I am, that is that. I am who I am, thank God I am. I am who I am, that is that. I am who I am, that is that. I am who I am, that is that. I am who I am, thank God I am. I am who I am, that is that. I am who you are looking back. You are who I am, can you imagine that? There is one God and that's a fact. I am who I am, that is that. I am who you are looking back. You are who I am, can you imagine that? There is one God and that's a fact. Joy to the world, peace on the earth. God bless the children, 'cause we love them. Joy to the world, peace on the earth. God bless the children, 'cause we love them. Joy to the world, peace on the earth. God bless the children, 'cause we love them.
Beautiful, Gary. And let's hear it for the band and these singers that did a great job this week. Isn't it a beautiful day out there? So, how many of you have ever been in art class or put a painting together? Anybody ever done that before? And how many of you have started your painting and you looked at it and you went, gosh, I just don't like this, and you throw it away? Anybody? Yeah, you don't like it. So I did the same thing with my talk. So I had this talk all written out for you today, and then I looked at it again, and I looked at it again, and I went, it's not doing it for me. It's not speaking to my heart. And so if it's not speaking to my heart, I'm not going to be disingenuous and do it. But what does speak to my heart is some of the music that Gary Floyd writes. And so I've asked Gary to pick up 7 random songs that he has in his portfolio, and I want him to sing parts of them, and I'll tell him when I want him to stop. And now he knows I'm going to interrupt him, so don't think, oh my God, he's so rude. No.
I was playing.
I know you had it all planned out. You're going to go like, how rude, and you're going to get up and walk away. So I'll just tell him when I want him to stop, because I'm just going to listen and see what Spirit has to say by means of me today, because I know whatever is supposed to be said will be said at the moment it needs to be said. So I always follow in that faith. And so I truly believe that it is that kind of energy that we all try to tap into. So let's do that. Gary, sing something. Actually, go back. You know what? Go back to your first song that you sang today, and go to the chorus line, the chorus part where there's message in the music. Message in the music?
Music in the meaning.
Music in the meaning. Sing that to me.
Give in to the rhythm, let it carry you away. Dance with the audacity, find triumph in the tragedy. On this quest for answers, do not rest until you say, now that hope is intervening, there is music in the meaning.
Okay, stop. There's music in the meaning. I want you to think about times in your life. Well, I went to New York this weekend. Trey had a good long New York overnight, so I went to see him, and I went to see this musical. And when I was watching this musical, there were things that were happening on stage that they meant something, but you had to start interpreting for yourself how it played into the play. They didn't speak it directly to us. You had to figure it out. And I think in life, many times that's what happens. There is a message in the music, in the Broadway tunes of our life, okay, the musicals of our life. And things happen that sometimes we can't see, but there is a reason why those melodies, why those notes, why those songs came into our life. To teach us something, to move us through something, to set us up to move into something greater. It was so funny. Last week, Laura and I were driving down to Encinitas, where's Michael? Kukuru. Michael did the prayer day. Great job, Michael. Michael was installed. They had his CSL graduation for ministerial students. So we were driving down there, and I was sharing with Laura, Reverend Laura, Dr. Laura, I don't remember your name. Laura! Whatever, whoever that is over there. I was sharing with her that in my family, my daughter had gone through some real challenging times, and certain things, had fallen out of place for her, and we were talking about it, and as we're talking, my phone goes off. And it's a text message from someone that I ran into randomly the day before when I took my mom up to San Francisco to see her great-grandson. And I met this first officer, and Carly's going to be a pilot, so come to find out, I had met this first officer 6 months ago. We talked on the phone. We were texting one another, and she says, we didn't connect that Saturday, but the next day I'm getting a text saying, oh my God, that was you. I'm here to help your daughter. And the very thing that I told Laura had just fallen apart, within seconds, part of the music that was dramatic, oh, my life is falling apart. Anybody? And if you have girls, yeah? Girls, teenage girls, drama queens, whatever you want. What was dramatic to her, suddenly, those notes made perfect sense as someone wound themselves into her life to say, but I got you covered. So there's reason why those notes sometimes happen in our life. There's reason why those songs bring us to a place where sometimes we don't understand how this fits in. But there is definitely going to be magic and music in that message. Does that make sense? All right. Second song. What did you pick?
Open your mind, unfold your heart, relax your senses, feel every part. You ain't got a thing to fear. Looks like love is growing here. So take your guard and let it down. Deeper still until you come unwound.
Okay.
Unbound.
Thank you. I know you have to finish the note. Yeah, there you go. A musician can never let it hang on the note. They're going to be like, no. Opening line was,
Open your heart, open your mind.
open your mind, unfold your heart. The first thing I started tapping into was places where we need to be forgiving people. Because many times we can't forgive because our hearts, our minds are already closed up. We've already made up the storyline. We're finished with it. We've categorized it, and we said that's not going to happen. So my first thought when you started singing that was, okay, this is about forgiveness. But then you said, keep going.
Relax your senses, feel every part.
Relax your senses, feel every part. Many of us try to avoid pain because change requires sometimes pain. Does that make sense? And we try to avoid it. So Gary, say the line again.
Relax your senses, feel every part.
Feel every part. Go next line.
You ain't got a thing to fear. Looks like love that's growing here.
There we go. So when we take the risk, when we walk out on that skinny branch and we allow ourselves to experience something that looks like change, that's going to be uncomfortable, that may be painful, it may require us to unfold our hearts and open up our minds, all of those things bring us to a place where we can walk fearlessly into our good. And I want to bring it back to that story the other day from Laura, because you know what? I've been having all sorts of things pop up in my life. Another example of this, walking fearlessly and just letting God be God by means of me and surprising me with its results. Anybody? I went to go see a Broadway play, and I messaged my friend Eric over here. I didn't put it on Facebook. I messaged him personally because he went and saw opening night on Broadway of this show called Tootsie. It was really good. You have to see it. So I said, Eric, I'm here, and I sent a picture of the program. During intermission, I get a text message from my friend, Reverend David Alt from Atlanta, saying, "Are you at Tootsie?" And I'm like, "Yeah." "Look behind you to the left." I'm like, "What?" I had spoken to David 3 days before where we were FaceTiming about some life issues that both he and I were going through. We didn't talk about going to New York. We didn't talk about meeting up. Next thing you know, there we are, walking. Unbelievable coincidences. When you walk fearlessly into life experiences, get ready for some great surprises. Now, there may be some things that just kind of don't fit yet. You don't know how that music's going to fit into your life. You don't know how those notes or that song's going to fit in. But if you trust and walk fearlessly into them, they're going to fit. You may not see it now, but that's like one of those plays that start where you have to try to figure out how the ending's going to be. You don't know what that's going to be, but it's going to be a real interesting journey to get there. And see, I needed to see David. I really wanted to see him and spend some more time with him when we hung up the other day. And 2 days later, there he is, bumping into each other in New York City. We had talked about David on Sunday. We did. Oh my God. We were talking about him just that day. And then I ran into him the next day. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, right? So you have to be able to see how the lines, if you believe that you believe and you walk in the belief, then everything that happens, whether it's good or whether it's bad, is actually part and parcel of a journey that's to expand and to express into something greater. But sometimes we don't do that. We experience something that's negative, we call it that, and we spend our whole lives trying to avoid it when really it's probably part of something that's moving us into something greater. You follow me? Next one.
Walk a mile or a minute in another man's shoes.
Stop right there.
Hey.
You don't even just wait there. So I saw this play called Tootsie, right? It's about, the overall thing was about, at the end, it was, you know what? It was about women being empowered, right? Women being empowered. And what would it be like? You can't walk this character said to the other character, she said, "You can't walk a mile in my shoes." She said, "You could walk a mile, but you can't walk 100 or 1,000. You have no idea what it's like to be a woman in this industry or be a woman, period." And well, I sat in my seat going, you know what? Everyone can say that. Women, walk a mile in someone else's shoes. No, not walk a mile. Walk 1,000. You know, I've always thought it's really easy for us to put our problems on a table. You know, I get together with people and everybody throws their problems out on the table. Anybody have those meetings? Yeah, usually called brunch. Let's go out to brunch. They should just call them bitch tables, you know? So everybody goes out, "Well, you wouldn't believe that." And then then you try to top the last one. "Well, if you think that's bad, then this." Well, and then, oh my God. Anybody been to those? Right? Participants, right? Yes? Okay. Many times, after I've heard everyone else's story, I'll grab my problems and run like hell. You know why? Because I know them, I feel comfortable with them, and they don't seem nearly as onerous as what everyone else has around the table. And I say that because we need to walk a mile, and especially at this day and age. This is a diversity month where we're talking about diversity and empowerment, and it's also Pride Month, and you know, no one knows what it's like to walk in anyone's shoes. Regardless of your color, regardless of your sex, regardless of anything, we don't know what it's really like. Only you do. And what if we all came to a place where I recognize that God in you, that walk that you're walking, and I honor it. I honor how you walk to this place today, and every step that you've taken along the way in your life, all the good steps, the missteps, the triple steps, all of those things. What if I looked at you and you looked at me and we could honor each other for that? Not for necessarily what's going on in our life in this moment, in the drama of a day, but honor your pathway and your journey to getting to that place. It's not about walking a mile in your shoes. It's about recognizing what it took to you to walk in those shoes your whole life. There's not a person in here who has, I don't think, who hasn't been teased because of something in their life when they were grown up, hasn't been made to feel smaller or diminished because of their sexuality or their sexual preferences, whatever that is, or their sex, period. There hasn't been anybody, I don't think, who has walked through their life and hasn't had some sort of discriminatory practices upon them at some point in time. And so I really think that when we realize of our oneness, that we've all played in this game, we've all walked a little bit in each other's shoes, that we can bring about more acceptance of one another. Because that's what we really need at this point in time in our history, isn't it? We don't need division. We need love. More of it, more acceptance. I'm not saying you have to agree with me. I'm not saying you have to accept what I do as right for me, you, but you can't tell me it's wrong for me. I'm not going to tell you what's wrong for you if it feels right for you. It's not my job to do that. My responsibility is to live my life in an authentic way. When I can live my life in an authentic way, then I can say, I know what it's like to walk in those shoes. And you know me. I have no problem putting on 4-inch heels and walking in those. I will run a marathon if I have to. But I say that only because, you know what? I'm not afraid to know who I am and what I stand for. And I don't care what people think. I make you guys laugh, and it's fine. It makes you guys laugh. But the truth is, okay, you really want to know a story? When I was a flight attendant, there was this woman named Gladys. Gladys was a really large woman. Gladys, let's just say on her overnights, made extra money. Gladys had huge feet, and I have small feet. I size 8, and Gladys had really big feet. So one night we were working a 767, and I said to her, and she had these big heels on. She's great. She was big hair, whole thing. She's big, just huge. I'm like, can we switch shoes? And she said, are you serious? I said, let's see if I can work a transcon from Baltimore to LA in your shoes. Because I want to see what it's like to be in your shoes. Because all the flight attendants would always complain about wearing heels the whole flight. And I thought, I'll wear them. Ouch. Within an hour, I was pushing up that cart. Now, no one really said anything. The passengers didn't see it because they were like this. But I walked 4 hours in her shoes, and girls, ladies, I'm telling you, I don't know how you do it. Give me another one, Gary.
On that note, I wouldn't be surprised if peace broke out all over. I wouldn't be surprised if I found a 4-leaf clover. 'Cause miracles abound, they happen all around me every day. And life keeps blessing me with so much good. I wouldn't change it even if I could. Blessing me in every way, and if it all turns out okay, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Opening
I
one.
wouldn't be surprised if peace broke out all over.
And then
I
next.
wouldn't be surprised if I found a 4-leaf clover. Because miracles abound. They happen all around me every day.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Here we go. Wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a miracle happening in your life right now. I wouldn't be surprised. It doesn't require a 4-leaf clover. I'll disagree with you, Gary. But you know I love you.
I have yeah.
Just rhymed. It rhymed. It went well. What if you're in the middle of a miracle right now and you just don't recognize it as one? What if the universe has already conspired to create your highest good and you're midway through the journey? What if your miracle is unfolding right here and right now? and that things that are happening in your life that you don't recognize as that, if you believe the way we believe, that everything is always unfolding for its highest and best good, then everything that we're walking in and through is part of the miracle of our life unfolding. Now, I would say this. Make sure you have a vision of what you want your life to be so the universe can answer your miracle. But if you don't have that vision, if you don't have that openness in your mind and what it looks like, if all you see is the desperation and darkness, then your miracle will be desperate and dark. You get to have a greater vision. You can cry for the things that are happening today and say, oh my God, this absolutely stinks that I'm going through this today, but I know in my heart that there is a bigger miracle of my life unfolding, and I will walk in my authentic truth, and I will walk fearlessly into that space, knowing this is what I am meant to be. What I'm experiencing right now is giving me the mental, spiritual, and physical foundation to be my next thing. Does that make sense? What if I looked at those times as, this is just a necessary part of my growth. This is just a necessary part of my growth to shore up whatever is necessary to give me the strength to be the walls of what my next building will look like in my life. That I need that experience. Not that the universe drew it to me to test me if I had it. I'm good enough at bringing crap into my own life. I don't really need the assistance of others or the universe to test me. I don't think the universe tests us. I think we live the cause and effect of our lives. So when we live out the cause and effect, and the effect isn't what we want, I have to know that there is something within the context of this that is creating something greater for me to step up onto and launch off of. Not to bury me, because many times we look at those situations and we think the building's upside down and I'm going to hell. You're already there. No need to dig. Don't look any further. You've arrived. You're there. But what if you are in the middle of a miracle right now? What if? And I'm going to say this, you are. Because see, in the science of mind, we don't look at miracles. We don't like to call them miracles because then that says that's the exception to the rule. I want to know that the universe works consistently each and every time. That's what we call religious science, science of mind. It's a spiritual fact. This stuff works. Point. I don't have enough fingers to point where I need to point, where it's demonstrated itself in that way. So you get to create this, and you're in the middle of it right now. And if you don't like where you are, I suggest you reset your vision and know that that miracle is unfolding in your life and that everything that's going to happen, the decisions that you'll make right, wrong, no matter what they are, they're still walking you on the path. You may take one step back, 10 steps forward, one step back, but you're still moving forward. Ultimately, you're still moving forward. Last one, Gary.
Behold, the kingdom of God is within you. Not just a place to get into someday, far away. Be bold, it's something that you can tap into. A strength that'll help you to get through each day by faith. Oh, behold.
And so ends your lesson. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, baby.
That was fun. All right. So at this time, I'd like our ushers to please come forward. And those of you that are love streaming, too bad you're not here. But the next best thing, though, is you can support our love streaming by making your donation to the center. And if you can get here to Palm Desert, wasn't the energy amazing in here? Oh, so wonderful. God bumps all over. All right, so let us get ready to do our offering to support this center, to support this message every week and every day. So let's say our prayer together, please. I offer this gift with joy and gratitude. I receive freely and give freely, knowing the law of circulation is working perfectly in my life and the life of this center.
All right, I've asked the band to change songs today, because after Michael's performance of We Are the Champions, and after that talk, I want to hear it one more time. You agree? They'll sing the same old ditty when you walk out today that we get, I love my life, blah, blah, blah. But now, because this talk today was about we are the champions of the world, we're the champions of our own life, nothing could be more fitting. So, sorry to put you on the spot, Michael. Sing from the diaphragm, dude.
I've paid my dues time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my share of sand kicked in my face, but I've come through. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. I've taken my bows, my curtain calls. You brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it. I thank you all, but it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge before the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions. We are the champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting to the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world.
Oh, I think that should be our theme song.
Okay.
Yeah, right? That's us, right? All right. Oh, all right. So Sharon, tell them who you are and how long you've been here.
Okay, I'm Sharon Guthrie, and I found CSL in September of, it was actually October of 2017. I was looking for something to enhance the quality of my life. I found it here. I got hooked on your class, and I've never stopped taking classes since.
Well, we're very blessed that you're here, Sharon. Thank you. All right. Oh, all right, so let's just bless this offering together, please. We bless this collective offering and receive it with gratitude, knowing it is spirit in action. As this currency flows through our center and beyond, it blesses many lives, including my own. Thank you, Sharon. Please give it to Tom, our giving chair. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So at this time, I'd like to welcome our guests. If you are here for the first time, please stand. Oh, welcome, welcome. Thank you all. Wow. So we're giving you a little card. Please take that card up to the foyer table. We have a little spiritual tool bag for you. So please go get it. It's filled with all kinds of little spiritual tools to help you. If you're visiting the Valley, I hope you have a great visit. You here? All right, then come back and make this your spiritual home. So I want to thank you for being here today. All right, what's next there? So would all my practitioners and ministers please stand? So this is part of our prayer team. These practitioners will be over in the Om room. If you're going through anything, please stop and see them. If you don't have time, we always have a prayer box on both exits. If you have something, please put a prayer in there, and our whole prayer team prays for you. All right, or you can always go to our website, too. Thank you. So don't forget, Soul Sisters is meeting also on Wednesday in the morning, and then the usual one on Thursdays in the afternoon. So, and then those of you that are going for the potluck, you already go on over to Costa Hall and get ready for some bingo. All right. So I just feel like energy in here today. It's fabulous. All right, so let's just do a closing prayer. So what we know that each and every one of us is that aspect of God, that everywhere we walk, that divine intelligence, that divine presence is our constant companion. And that whatever we're going through, we are going through and getting closer to that miracle. That miracles are unfolding all around us if we just open our eyes and our hearts to see and to understand. And we know that when the road is getting rough, it's leading us to that next higher elevation, to that next magnificent experience in our life. So we just keep moving forward. We keep moving forward on this journey, knowing how truly blessed we are and how truly loved we are. And so I am so thankful for this amazing day, for the amazing, wonderful singers and music that we have here, and our staff that so lovingly prepares everything for us. And for each one of our congregants that came here today with that desire to grow, with that desire to be that light in the world, I say thank you. And so I know for this center and for each person here, that divine presence is there and is working in their life in perfect, magnificent, and amazing ways. And please join me as I say, and so it is. Amen. One more? Yes, you want to take Gary home with you. Don't we all? All right, have a wonderful week, everyone.
You don't know me, but I'm your brother. I was raised here in this living hell. You don't know my kind in your world. Fairly soon the time will tell. Are you telling me the things you're gonna do for me? taking it, taking it. Taking it to the street, taking it to the, we'll discuss it further. Taking it to the, no money for running, no money for hiding. Taking it to the street, taking it, taking it, taking it to the street, no money for running. Taking it to the street. Taking it to the street, taking it to the street, taking it to the street. We're taking it to the street. We're taking it to the street. Taking it to the street.